So whenever you start your car, the engine is going to begin spinning, which in turn spins the oil pump, that in this case sits directly in the oil pan. This makes it suck in oil through the inlet, where two gears spin to force it to the outlet. This tight gearing is what creates oil pressure. This pressurized oil then flows through a passage in the block to the oil filter, in through these small holes at the top, across the paper element that filters out any small particulates, out through the bigger center hole, and back into the block where it splits off to a few key areas. First is to each of the crankshaft main journals. This creates a thin film of oil on the main bearing surface, so that as the crankshaft rotates, there's no metal to metal contact. The crank has diagonal channels machined into it that let oil flow across to the rod journals. In addition to lubrication, oil is also responsible for cleaning and cooling the engine. This is why it's important to use a quality oil like Pennzoil Platinum for protection in even the toughest conditions. Now moving further up, we have the cylinder walls, which are lubricated in a few different ways depending on the engine. The catch is that we don't want any oil in the actual combustion chamber. So the head gasket works to seal off oil passages, and the piston oil control ring scrapes oil off the cylinder as the piston moves down, leaving only a very thin film in the valleys of the crosshatch pattern. Finally up top, we have the valve train, which again receives pressurized oil through various channels, like these that feed the rocker shaft and cam, and these machined into the shaft for each rocker arm. And finally, this oil drains back into the sump, where the cycle begins over.